I'm extremely excited to be here in Blackheath today, as I'm not only able to talk to the founder of this beautiful boutique that I'm sat in, but also discuss Blackburn Bridal Couture collection with the wonderful Russell Blackburn himself. Russell, thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm really excited to have you here and excited to tell you all about the store and my collections.
But before we delve into the details of the store, I want to talk a little bit more about your colourful career history in bridal. So you were the sales director for You and Your Wedding for 9 years, and then in 2009 decided to make the leap from print publishing to retail. So what was your vision for the boutique before it opened?
Well, Jordine, it was basically having 9 years experience working for You and Your Wedding magazine that inspired me to open the boutique, because I had a really good understanding of what was out there in terms of bridal retail fashion. And at the time, I felt it was lacking something. And what it was lacking was a bit more fashion-forward, contemporary, directional looks in London. So that was my vision initially, to open a store that was a bit more like the magazine was presenting, a bit more editorially led, so more fashion forward.
As the business continues to evolve, how do you ensure that the collections you stock remain contemporary, sophisticated and glamorous?
You've just got to make sure that you're always on the ball, making sure you're always seeing what's out there, looking at the magazines, looking at Instagram, watching all the designers, who's new coming into the market, going to all the shows. So, you know, you've got New York, you've got Barcelona, you've got Italy as well. So I believe you've just got to be out there, keeping ahead of the game and making sure you keep focused. And that's how I find all these gorgeous gowns.
Your love for bridal is translated through everything you do here at Blackburn Bridal, and your consultants all share the same passion. So what can brides expect to receive as an experience when they come into the boutique?
Well, hopefully the best experience, a bridal experience of their lives. I do pride myself on customer service, and the team that I have working with me are all wonderful women with great experience and knowledge in bridal and bridal design. So when you come here, I think you'll find that you'll get that consultative approach that you need when it comes to finding the perfect dress. And with that, you'll also have a lovely experience within a beautiful store and hopefully find the one.
I'm sure some women come into the boutique with a clear vision as to what look they're trying to achieve, whilst others may require a little bit more inspiration. How do you ensure every bride leaves with a better understanding of what shape dress best suits their silhouette?
Okay, well this again comes back to having a good understanding within the consultation of the kind of wedding that bride, that lady that's come in, is having. So understanding the brief, where the wedding is, the style of wedding, and looking at Pinterest or her lookbook obviously gives you a clear idea of the style that she's looking for. And then from that genre, whether it be vintage or Hollywood glamour or even, you know, clean contemporary, you then start identifying with the shapes that we have in those style of dresses. And that's the way I normally discover the right shape for the bride. So hopefully they'll leave at the end of the consultation with a good understanding of what shape suits them best.
The Blackburn Bridal Bespoke appointments are the ultimate personal shopping experience. How do these tailored appointments differ to those offered during the week?
Well, first of all, you get me, the experience of my background and knowledge and understanding of bridal dresses. You get the luxury of having the shop all to yourself. The appointments are set around Sundays, so the idea is you come into the shop, you have the shop to yourself, you get an hour and a half appointment as opposed to a normal hour, and I do push that over to an hour and 3/4, sometimes 2 hours if need be. And it's just the luxury of having, you know, that consultation on a one-to-one. It's fun, it's very consultative. I really work on the brief because I've got more time. I can find out more about the mood and feel of the wedding, how that bride wants to feel, how she wants to look, which you still can in a normal consultation, but that extra half an hour to an hour really does help. So it's a great experience, and at the end of it, ultimately, I've found the one.
Something that often doesn't get mentioned is aftercare. So I'm quite intrigued as to what happens here at Blackburn Bridal once the bride has actually purchased her dress and what level of service she can expect to receive.
I think the aftercare service is very important and something that we are very much aware of here at Blackburn Bridal and have been since I opened the shop 10 years ago. How it works with Blackburn is you order your gown. The gown normally takes on average about 6 months to come in. At that point, we contact the bride to let them know their gown has arrived, and we book them in for their first fitting appointment. Now, this is where the aftercare comes in, because obviously you're with them from the start right through to the point where the fittings start and at the point where you sign the dress off. And that's the support and assurance I think that all brides need to know when they come to Blackburn Bridal, that they're not only buying the gown from us, but they're having all their fittings and everything done in-house, and I think that just gives them the assurance that they're going to have a great experience and that they're going to be with us right up until the point when they leave to get married.
And finally, I love that you're passionate about styling brides to perfection, and I would say that it's your ability to understand a woman's body shape and the gowns that best accentuate her figure that sets Blackburn Bridal aside from other luxury boutiques. What expert style advice would you give to brides looking to personalise her look?
Basically, the bride's found her look. To personalise it, in my opinion, would be adding something more. Sometimes less is more, but if you want to really personalise something, I think it's the accessories. So whether it be like a pop of colour, you could do some fabulous shoes. That's definitely going to personalise your look. Or a beautiful vintage style belt or brooch, depending on the style of the dress. And then it comes down to headwear. I mean, you could wear some amazing headpiece that really gives it, you know, a personal touch. So they would be the sort of things that I would advise brides to be thinking about. If they're going to think outside the box, don't change the dress, just add another element, add shoes or accessories. They always work.